Welcome back, children. Once again, this is Ansu here. This time, we'll be seeing the second part of Chapter 7, More on Scratch. Today, we'll be discussing two main topics. They are categories and creating a project in Scratch. Control blocks. Control blocks appear in yellow color. They appear in yellow color. They are used to control scripts. The initiation and timing of the sprite's action can be controlled by the control blocks. That is, the sprite's actions can be easily be controlled by the control blocks. Among the 16 control blocks, there are 4 hat blocks, 6 C blocks, 4 stack blocks and 2 cap blocks. These numbers you should be very familiar. There are 4 hat blocks, 6 C blocks, 4 stack blocks and 2 cap blocks. Let us understand how the control block works. All the control blocks are shown in the figure 7.11. To draw a line with a pen, click the Control tab. From the block palette, drag the when clicked block to the script area. You need to place the block above the other blocks since it is the hat block. The hat block should always be placed on the top. So, at the beginning of the program, you have to drag when clicked option to the top of the script area. Click the flag icon to see the effect. When you click on the flag icon, you can see what effect it produces. The actions appear when the flag is clicked. There is an example given in 7.12. When clicked, that is, you have given a direction at how many degrees that you want to turn and move 10 steps. Then your sprite will do all these when flag button is clicked. Next is sensing blocks. Sensing blocks appear in light blue color. They are used to communicate with external hardware or programs. This is used to connect with the external hardware or programs. Among the 20 sensing blocks, there are 4 stack blocks, 5 boolean blocks and 11 reporter blocks. Let us understand how sensing blocks work. To control the movement of the sprite on the condition when space key is pressed. If you want to have a movement of the sprite when you press the space bar, then this is how you have to do the program. Click the Control tab, drag the block given here to the script area. Click the Motion tab, drag the turn 50 degrees clockwise and turn 50 degrees anti-clockwise block to the script area. Click the Sensing tab, drag the key space pressed block to the script area. The sprite moves 15 degree clockwise if the space key is pressed, else it moves anti-clockwise 15 degrees. You can select any key from the drop-down menu inside the block. The first part of the block where the if-else condition is given. In the if, they have given turn 15 degrees clockwise, else turn 15 degrees anti-clockwise. The placement of the sensing block is shown in figure 7.14. Next is operator blocks. The operator blocks appear in green color. They are used to perform math functions and enter characters that can be numbers, text and spaces. Among the 17 operator blocks, there are 6 boolean blocks and 11 reporter blocks. These are usually used for math functions and to enter characters that can be numbers, text or spaces. Reporter blocks are shown in figure 7.15 and let us understand how the operators blocks works. First, let's go through the simple facts. The X position and Y position are determined by the mouse pointer on the stage. The X and Y positions are always determined by the mouse pointer on the stage. To move the sprite to the X position by adding 2 numbers. Click the Control tab. Drag the Change X by 10 block to the script area. The first thing is you have to drag the Change X by 10 block to the script area. Click the Operators tab. Drag the block that is given here to the script area. This block is basically used to enter 2 numbers into that area. Enter the required numbers for addition. For example, change X by 100 plus 50. Click the block in the script area to see the effect. The sprite moves to the X position as shown in the figure 7.16. Let's go through the picture now. It has moved to a new position by adding that two numbers. Variable blocks. Variable blocks appear in orange color. They are used to store values and characters. They are the changeable values displayed through monitors on the stage. You can either make a single variable or make a list of variables. Among the 5 variable blocks, there are 4 stack blocks and 1 reporter block. Variables appear in orange color. They are used to store values and characters. Let us see how to create a variable. To set the name variable, click the Variables tab, click the Make a Variable tab. The variable name dialog box appears as shown in figure 7.17. Enter the variable name that in the name section. Select the For This Sprite Only option and click OK. You have to select For This Sprite Only option here. Can you see the button? There are 2 options, for all sprites and for this sprite only. You need to click on For This Sprite Only option and click OK. A set of variable blocks appears in the blocks palette as shown in figure 7.18. Creating a project in Scratch. You can create a short story by adding character, background, animations and dialogues. Let's learn to build a project in Scratch. Step 1. Selecting the costume. The character of your project is a costume. There are many costumes available in Scratch. The character that is acting in your project is the costume, and there are a lot of costumes available in Scratch. To import a costume, click the Costumes tab. Under the New Costumes, click Import. The Import Costume dialog box appears as shown in figure 7.19. You have to go to Costumes tab. Under the New Costumes, you need to click on the Import. Then the Import Costume dialog box appears. Under the Import Costume dialog box, can you see there are different folders available? You can select the one that you need from the respective folder. Double click the Animals folder. Select the B1 costume and click OK. The selected costume appears as shown in figure 7.20. For this example, we are considering the B costume. So you need to go to the Animals folder and click on B1 costume and click OK. The selected costume appears as shown in figure 7.20 like this. Step 2. Changing the background. After changing the costume, you need to set the stage according to the theme of the story. You can use the backgrounds available in Scratch. You need to change the costume. After changing the costume, you need to change the stage or the background of the Scratch program. To import a background, in the sprite list, click the stage icon. The script area for the stage appears. Click on the Backgrounds tab. Under New Background, click Import. The Import Background dialog box appears. Here, you need to click on the stage icon. Then go to the Backgrounds tab. Under the New Background, you have to click Import, and the Import Background dialog box appears, which is shown below in 7.21. Like before, there are a lot of options available and you need to click the one that you need. Double click the Nature folder here. Select the flower bed background. Then under the Nature folder, look for the flower bed background and click OK. The selected background appears as shown in figure 7.22. Can you see the picture in 7.22? The next step is creating a script. Your costume and background is ready. Now you need to apply animations and dialogues to the story. To create a script from Blocks palette, drag the required blocks. It is not box, it is blocks to the script area. Create the script as shown in figure 7.23. Once you have the character as well as the background, you need to make a script for it to work. Now, a program is given for you below. You need to create a script as shown in figure 7.23 in which the bee first says hello and goes in search of honey. And how it moves is being directed in the script. Step 4. Playing the project. After creating the script, it is time to unveil the story you created. Let's play the story. To play the story, above the stage, click the Switch to Presentation Mode icon. The screen enters full mode. Just like you do in PowerPoint, once you finish, you need to click on the switch to presentation mode icon and the screen enters in full mode. To start the project, click the flag icon. The story starts. You need to click on the flag icon to start the story. With this, we come to the end of today's presentation as well as the end of this chapter. Please go through these things and understand the concept. Thank you.